Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am featuring Kofagrigus, Shadow Poliwrath and Carbink in Great League Remix Cup. This team is very balanced against the Remix Cup meta, so you must give a try. It was fun to use. So let's hop into the video. So before starting it, just one request, subscribe my channel. As you can see, Sableye, bad lead, so I safe switch into Poliwrath. And opponent is not safe switching, he's staying here and this is not enough for the return, so I'm let it go. And this was a foul play, so I go for the bait here. Let's go for the icy wind. He knows Scald will do more damage, so he might shield, so he definitely shields. And now this time foul play will be enough to knock out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shield so that I can make opponent shieldless. But opponent does a very good catch of Scald on Ferrothorn. That's very good catch, so I'm going to go for the Scald, which helps me to give the debuff and I can just counter him down. And half of the health is gone almost, so I'm going to come with the Kofagrigus and I can take one move because it's debuff. Hopefully they are not running flash cannon, so he will go for the power whip, so that's good. And now I think Dark Pearl should be enough, and if Sableye returns I can just immediately dip into Carbink to just farm him down. And our switch timer is misaligned, so I'll do that. And I think opponent is waiting, so I'm going to immediately click on Carbink and he returns with the Sableye and he throws here because I think his switch timer is not up, so just to burn it he's going to throw, and foul play is not going to do that much. And opponent has his own Carbink, so I'm going to spam some Moon Blast. Rock Throw generate energy very slow, so I have to fast move, and this Moon Blast I think will take half of the health and he's on yellow, so I'm still on a green health, so he's going to go for his own Moon Blast. And now I'm getting very low. Hopefully I can reach another Moon Blast before he throws his move so that I can knock him out. Let's see what he's going to do. If he shield this move, then I can just fast move him down with the Kofagrigus, and I have a shield left. He doesn't shield, so now the game is just to farm down, not going to throw energy. I think I can just farm him down. I have to shield if he's going to throw the foul play. And opponent realized that he did a mistake of not shielding and he just resigned the match. Moving toward the next match, very good lead, Poliwrath. So he's going to safe switch into Registeel, and I have a counter Poliwrath, so I'm going to just farm him down. Hopefully I can do it, but I have to shield the first Zap Cannon. And this Zap Cannon hopefully doesn't debuff, and it didn't. Now I can comfortably farm him down. But at the end I got nervous, so I just threw the Icy Wind because he might reach Focus Blast or any other move, so I threw it and it just knocked out the Registeel. Let's see what he's going to return with, and if Poliwrath returns I can spam some Icy Wind or Scald, so I decided to go for the Scald, heavy hitting move. Let's see if we can get the debuff, and we get the damage, and I think there is no debuff, so this time I will go for the Icy Wind. And I think this was a CMP tie, so going for the Icy Wind, this will get the guarantee debuff, and yes, it was a CMP. Now I can let my Poliwrath die. I don't think it will knock out as it is debuff, so I think I can just counter him down. Let's see what the final Pokemon is, and it's a Mandibuzz, and Carbink just walls the energy of Mandibuzz, and opponent resigned the match as there is no win con. So let's move toward the next match. Carbink lead, so I think we are good here, and 2 Shadow Ball should be enough to knock out. So no bait, just straightforward going for the Shadow Ball. Let's see if he's going to shield. Most of the trainer don't shield the Carbink because it's very tanky. So I'm going to reach second Shadow Ball, but he has to throw his move. I think this could be a Moonblast or a Rock Slide. It is a Rock Slide, so I got called, didn't shield. And now I think this Shadow Ball should be enough to knock out the Carbink. Let's see if he's going to give up the first shield, and yes, he's going to do, and now he can just farm me down. That's fine, I can come with my own Carbink and just rock throw him down. And he has to throw a move. I think he will throw Moonblast. Let's see what he's going to throw, and he throws Rock Slide, I don't know why. And now he pivots into Deoxys, so I'm going to throw the Moonblast. I cannot swap out into Poliwrath because it will struggle, so I'm going to throw the Moonblast, and now I am forcing him to throw energy so that I can come with Poliwrath later. And he throws, I think this is Thunderbolt. No, he's running Rock Slide, so I stayed here and I'll eat another rock slide, or maybe this is psycho boost. No, he's throwing rock slide, so I go for my own rock slide. This will knock out the Deoxys. Let's see what the final Pokemon is, and I'm going to immediately swap into Poliwrath. Unfortunately, it's a Venusaur, and I'll throw the Icy Wind immediately. I know switch timer is not up yet for the opponent, so I'm going to throw it so that I can take some Vine Whip damage. And here opponent does a mistake of swapping out into Carbing, and I just farm him down. This Icy Wind should be enough to knock out the Venusaur, and it will secure our win. So let's move toward the next match. As you can see, even though Deoxys and Venusaur, which are countering Poliwrath, it still can go up against it. Next match, maintain lead, and I will stay here and will throw Shadow Ball before he's going to reach the move. And I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. This will do heavy damage. Let's see what he's going to throw. And look at the damage. And he's going to throw Water Pulse maybe. This will do more damage. And he throws Water Pulse. Now I'm thinking that I should just farm him down by shielding once. Not going to throw my move. Just shield once and just Shadow Claw him down, so that I can have an energy for the next Pokemon. And I did the same thing. Let's see what is the next Pokemon. It's a Scrafty. So I have a two good answers, so I'm going to safe switch into Carbink, and here comes the Poliwrath. So they are running two counter user, so that's why I hard swap into Carbink, as I have two answer for the Scrafty. So he throws Scald. I'm not going to shield. I'll go for the Moonblast to guarantee knockout or the shield, and if shields are down then we can easily win this match. And he shields here, that's very good. And I think I have almost two Shadow Ball loaded on the Cofagrigus, and here we throw on a CMP tie. This is Icy Wind. This will knock out the Carbink. That's fine, but I have a Shadow Ball loaded. I lose the CMP, but still I'm going to shield. I don't want my Shadow Poliwrath to face Poliwrath, so I'm going to throw this Shadow Ball. I do get the debuff, but I have to wait for a few turns because he might try to catch the Shadow Ball on Scrafty. And I waited, and yes, he tried to catch, but I immediately swap out into Poliwrath, and Poliwrath can just counter this Scrafty. But I have to make sure that my Poliwrath is very low on health before knocking out the Scrafty, because if he farms up a lot of energy, as I have know that Poliwrath wins the CMP against the Cofagrigus, and this is very good. Now this Icy Wind knock out the Scrafty, and then Poliwrath won't be farming a lot of energy. We can go for the Shadow Ball, but I think opponent just resigned the match. So good game. Let's move toward the next match. Cofagrigus versus Whimsy. It's good to see Whimsy here because back to Pokemon will struggle. So we have to throw the Shadow Ball, but I think I can take one move, Moonblast and Grass Knot. Let's see what he's going to throw. Maybe a Grass Knot, and it was a good call. Look at the damage. Whimsy hits just very hard, so I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. If he shields, then I'm going to definitely match up the shield because my back to Pokemon will struggle here. So he's going to reach another move. This is another Grass Knot, definitely going to shield here, and I will overfarm a bit so that he doesn't catch the move. And going for the Shadow Ball, this will knock out if he doesn't shield. Let's see what he's going to do. And he doesn't shield, and this knocks out. And here comes the Gligar. I'm going to full send the Shadow Ball. Let's see what he's going to do. If he gives up the final shield, then it's a comfortable situation. But opponent for some reason don't shield. I don't know why. So I'm going to come with Carbink because I can take move on Carbink better than the Shadow Poliwrath. And he throws Dig, super effective damage. And here comes the Deoxys. Not a good situation. So I have to get the final shield before dipping into Poliwrath. And he throws his move. This is Thunderbolt, and I'm just one rock throw away from the Moonblast. I reach and going for it. Let's see what he's going to do. And opponent just gives up the final shield, so I'm going to dip into Poliwrath, and he might go for the Psycho Boost. He's generating back to back, so I'm going to shield the first one because it will do most the damage, and I have to be very careful for the catch as well. So I threw the Scald immediately, hoping for the debuff. Let's see. No debuff, and he survived with 1 HP, and he can throw now Psycho Boost. This will be super effective, and I can survive it as it is debuff. and now I can just counter down the Gligar, and this was a very easy win. So good game, we won this match. Let's move toward the next match, Gavantula versus Cofagrigus, and I think he reaches the move early before we reach the move. So he's going to throw lunge or discharge, so I'm not going to shield the first move. He goes for the discharge and I overfarm a bit, going for the dark pulse. Let's see what he's going to do. This dark pulse should be enough, but still they shield here, and I was about to reach the second dark pulse, but he throws his move. This is lunge maybe, and yes, this time I waited a turn and he comes with a Quagsire, and hopefully this is not running Mud Bomb, Aqua Tail, and yes, it is running Aqua Tail, so it's very comfortable. But still Shadow Poliwrath takes a lot of damage, so I'm going to throw the Icy Wind just to debuff. Let's see what he's going to do. He doesn't shield. Now I can just counter him down, and this Aqua Tail will get me into yellow health, but that's fine, we can counter him down. Just counter down the Quagsire, and let's see if Gavantula returns. And no, there's a Jellicent at the back, so I go for the hard hitting move, Scald. It is resisted, but still it will do more than Icy Wind. And let's see, and I do get the debuff, which is very good. And this time I'm again going to go for the Scald. This will get him very low if he doesn't shield. Let's see what he's going to do. And now I can comfortably come with Carbink and just farm down, because his debuff and opponent just blind swap into Gavantula. Even Jellicent had 100 energy, still Carbink can take the move, and I have a shield left, so it looks very comfortable win. So rock throw them down and secure a win. So hopefully you have enjoyed the video. If you do, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming with more such remix team, and let me know in the comment section if you want to check out Ultra League battle as well. So till the time, take care trainers, have a good day, bye.